We're on.
I don't know what episode it is, Cal, you start.
Yeah. Right, episode 26, PT Launch Lab. Welcome back, and we're here with Ty Harrison. Hello, mate. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
I think we'll just start off, mate. Just tell us a bit about yourself, about if you want to start with your gym, your martial arts career. I'll let you take reins on that, mate.
Yeah. So, obviously my name's Ty. I've been teaching martial arts now since about 2012,
Wow.
somewhere around there. Yeah. So
How old is it?
I'm 32.
Hey, yeah.
33 soon. Yeah. Yeah. So how many years is that now? 2012.
Are you sure it went longer than that?
It could be a bit longer.
So
It could be a bit longer. Wait, what's
I'm pretty sure that being. Yeah. Listen, I knew it was going to lead to this straight away. So I'm sure my debut on Full Contact Contender 2011, and you were in my corner.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah.
what do you?
You can confidently say that I was teaching properly 2012.
Right.
But there were probably a bit before that as well. I was teaching out of like smaller sort of gyms.
Yeah, anybody who's not from the area, like if you're in any martial arts in this area, everyone knows who Ty Harrison is because he was the leader of the Independent Fight League, wasn't he? So everyone used to go to Ty. If anyone just wanted to get into MMA, everyone went to Ty, or he turned up in everyone's corner on the day, and everyone was like, he'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But
Just be there.
yeah, in fighting out of the red corner, an independent fighter. There's been on a fight to Cal, and it was just Ty's head side corner. But it come full circle in end though, didn't it? And I've cornered you for a fight, which is crazy. But so from there, so your official martial arts career, how did that start? What did you start in first?
So my background's always been karate. So I started training karate when I was 10 years old, and I started under my dad originally. He's taught for many years, and we were basically training out of a school hall. That's like most martial arts clubs. They usually start in school halls, and my dad was sort of knocking on a little bit, and then I naturally started taking over and started teaching the classes. Did that for a few years while I was at college, amongst balancing a few other jobs. And then an offer came in where one of the local martial arts instructors who had a full-time unit basically offered to sell his academy to me. And I was looking for my own space at the time. I was looking to grow it. And it just sort of came at the right time. It was kind of everything just aligned. So bought it.
So was it your dad that showed you everything initially then?
From my crack background.
Like my MMA
Yeah.
instructor on YouTube. Yeah, so
Well, there was YouTube, Bob there, yeah. Mainly my dad.
because it were hard to come by, wasn't it? It were like we used to get old DVDs with MMA stuff on, with like Bass Rutten and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you could buy all of them. So
I bought his self-defense video. Do you remember watch that?
Oh, good laugh, that one.
There were one where he was like picking up glasses, offered the guy a drink and grabbed back end and smashed it to his head.
Sounds like Darren Gibbs, doesn't it? Yeah, Gassel.
well, that's literally how I started.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got offered to fight with Ellis Lacey, who just said, "Would you fancy fighting MMA?" And
Bolton, was it Bolton?
yeah, what Royal Armourers.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And I went upstairs and you went, "Help, mate, you're all right." And I can remember you showing.
Yeah, it was on the day, wasn't it?
So first time I met you, and you were showing me guard passes, and I'm like, "What's this?" I'd not seen that on YouTube. I didn't have a clue what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I can remember you instructing me because the lad had come off submission at night. I think he'd had 10 fights on my debut.
Yeah.
And he'd come off an armbar submission at night on previous show, and I got in this armbar, never been in one in my life. And you taught me through it, and you told me to pre and then stack him over and all that, and got me out.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh,
Literally, mate, I still got a video of it, but I can remember listening to the call, and I just thought, mate, I had so much trust and faith in you. I thought you were like UFC, you know what I mean? Like, in my eyes. So, like, if you know anything, you know a lot. He's some actor, I thought it worked. Mate, he just knew more than me, so I was like, full trust. But yeah, it worked without the win, didn't we?
Yeah. And had the same one J4?
Yeah.
Was it Superman?
No, I had
Was it one who did Superman?
I had the
I always remember that, yeah.
debut of my life, so I was that naive, like I literally just thought I was solid. Like, so I just
saw a Superman punch.
I did it. I
felt that.
Yeah, I did Superman punch.
Landed.
I did like a Rampage Jackson, like held his leg and span him and dropped him on his head.
Yeah.
And then I caught him with second punch in second round. On floor like that. All paramedics are in for like 10 minutes on YouTube videos. something like 17 minutes on paramedics in for 9. I'm like, we don't go from here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the Thai taught me everything I know on the day. So from there, mate. So you've just got the unit.
Yeah.
It stemmed from your dad. Bits of YouTube. You got the unit. Is that when?
Yeah, so that's Sengoku was kind of an idea that I had in my head, like the brand name and stuff for a while before.
Does that mean something? That
It does mean something, yeah. You've kind of opened up kind of words with that, though.
right?
Yeah. Do you want me to tell
Can you
you?
give us a go on?
Yeah.
You're not in a rush, man.
Oh,
so-
okay. Right, well, Sengoku comes from a Japanese word. I'm quite big into history, and anyone who's watching this podcast is going to laugh now because I always tell them about this.
Yeah.
So basically, there's a period in Japan called the Sengoku Jidai, and it was from like the 1500s to the 1600s, and it's your typical period in Japan where you've got samurai warriors, your shogun all fighting each other for control of the country. So I basically got the first part of the word because I thought it sounded cool.
Yep.
And went with it. And there's also a Japanese MMA. There was a Japanese MMA promotion
So
called
could have
Sengoku.
those?
I could have, yeah. What it means is
Are they not around anymore?
no, there's enough around. Shit. I think anyway, unless I get a letter through the door.
Sort of futuristic version.
Cease and desist.
Company's house.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it stands for Warring States period. Yeah. And I just thought that sounded really, really cool. Yeah. So
God, that is silent shit now.
it is.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
They're moving on from our rubbish name.
So I've had other names if you'd like to hear them. Sound a bit shit to me. Yeah. I've had Roundhouse because I thought a roundhouse kick sounded cool. I think it sounds pretty poor. Yeah, Roundhouse School of Karate, but I'm glad I got rid of that.
What are you gonna say? That sounds like an old PS2 game, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
But so your first unit was the first time I met you. That one in Fev, yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. That's class. I mean, I remember going there. One of my old school friends, George, who introduced me to that. And I've been to MMA clubs before, and I've been to boxing clubs before. Yours was sort of a different feeling because you are the first lot of instructors. Like when I first met you, I didn't know you were that hard. I'll be honest with you, because you look like such a nice fella. Like you look like you don't look like.
Nice until you sparred him.
That's what you don't look like. You could beat the shit out of someone, but
Right.
you can. All right, the first time I sparred with him, it was just like, yeah, good hit that mate, good punch that mate, and just bet the shit out of me. Like you were like so talented.
Quite like that.
Yeah. Controls.
Awesome.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a garden in a war. Like,
Yeah. No, I've heard that one before. Yeah, that's true. Is that?
but yeah, I'm always impressed how you run your classes. Because you do your main thing is with the kids as well, isn't it? Like your
We do it.
kids,
Yeah, we
your kids' classes,
Yeah.
they're really high level as well.
Yeah.
So how long did you? How long was you in the first unit in Fev?
So we moved in there November the 3rd, 2014. I remember it because it was like a significant day in my life, really, getting the first full-time unit. And then we were there for about 2 years, and then was next door to Strong 101. They moved to a different area, and then we just took over the lease of next door as well, which extended our academy. So we had a space of about 2,000 square feet, and we used about 1,000 for sort of waiting area, which was pretty cool. And then the rest of it was just for training area.
Mhm.
And then yeah, did that
And how long were you in there for?
about 8 years in total.
Oh yeah,
8 years, yeah.
because you were training with me then in that period, though, weren't you? I must have been in like.
Yeah,
Well,
we will have
Hey,
it. Yeah,
you were moving
2020 I started training with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right before lockdown,
I think it was, yeah, it was just before lockdown.
but because I got.
Early 2020, yeah.
Well, did you only train with me at A1?
Yeah,
You did, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I was just trying to tie it together there. So, A1. So obviously we had lockdown was March 2020, wasn't it?
March 2020. I think I was in London when I actually reached out to you because I think it was sort of early January, and I'm thinking I need to get in shape here because I've always been quite a skinny person. I wanted to build some strength up. I've always been embarrassed about my figure, which is kind of weird, but like I've got quite skinny legs. I always wanted
No,
to
you
be
didn't have that, didn't
I wanted to have bulky legs and stuff like that, so I thought I'd reach out, and that were early.
Yeah, well, strength obviously was the strength aspect of it, wasn't it? Not
Yeah.
like it wasn't the. I mean, we always did bits of pads and stuff on that,
Yeah.
didn't we? But yeah. So from there, mate. So you've done 8 years at this other unit.
Yeah.
What were the reason why you had to move again?
So we we just needed more space. We were growing at a huge rate. It was becoming more and more popular, and yeah, we just didn't have enough space. We were cramming sort of 30 plus people into a 1,000 square foot space, and like you'd be stood on top of each other, and it was just a bit of a nightmare. So we were looking for a while for a new place, and you know, we'd look at places, it weren't quite right. At one point, we were looking at taking on, I forget what it's called now. There's a pub in Featherstone, just opposite sort of Top House. Number One Club, that was it. Yeah, that was up for sale, but it was just all derelict, and so that didn't work out. And then we secured this current space, which we're operating at, and now that space came up for rent, and
I believe we looked at that at one point.
was
Ty took it over.
Fulton.
And
Yeah, well, Fulton.
You could tell by just looking at it, it looked like a big, great space. And
Oh, well, I mean, I drove past it loads of times, and someone told me like it were up for rent, and I looked at it, I thought, oh no, it's too small. That I'd never been in there in my life.
yeah, until you walk in, yeah.
Did we look at that at the same time? I'm sure I got the inspiration to look round in certain different areas like that after ties, or did we look in there?
We looked in there, but I think they were only doing half of it for that point because
Oh yeah, because it's got two.
yeah.
two
So
floors.
we looked at the first half, and at the time, because we were in such a rush, because it were a big turnaround,
Yeah,
it just wasn't feasible in the time frame. But then obviously when you took it over,
yeah.
how long did it take to get it going?
Sort of like refurb it.
Yeah.
So I think we got the lease in August, and then by January we was launching as classes from there. So what's that, about 4 month period? But I mean, I think you must have gone in it. It was quite derelict.
Yeah,
I think a lot of work.
I control park. Remember with the mirrors and
The mirrors, yeah, that were interested.
yeah. So that's just one of them things where, like, obviously coming from my own gym and then coming to help someone else with their gym, but that's how I feel like the community should be, though.
Yeah, it goes full circle.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And, like I said, you've cornered me in a fight. You didn't even know me and come out your way.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's around the corner. Like, went to Bolton as well.
Yeah.
So already you've got a friend from day one there, and then I've cornered you. I've trained you. I've come to help you at your gym.
Yeah.
I think it's all swings and roundabouts, doesn't it? But
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, I've just come back training now for the next fight, and it's I haven't seen you for a long time.
feels like we never
I
left.
kind of walked straight back in, and I was like amongst friends as well.
Yeah. Awesome feeling, mate. So what martial arts are you doing right now? I say martial arts, anyone that just covers a wider variety of sports.
Yeah.
I know you do your karate, and I know you do your kickboxing.
Yeah.
Are you expanding into the boxing side? Is
We do a mix of boxing, yeah. The main focus for us at the minute is karate kickboxing. We've got boxing as a bolt on, and yeah, that's we want to really sort of prioritize the striking arts. And I've thought about doing sort of jiu-jitsu and other things, but for me, it's a bit niche, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you just stick to the striking aspect.
Is the karate performative, or is it? Do you do actual? I'm
Yeah.
I mean, you've talked to me about it loads of times, but there's different forms, isn't there? Though
Yeah, there is. I mean,
kata and
yeah. So what I teach and what we practice is Shotokan karate, and it's more of a modern style of karate. So it comes from Japan, whereas a lot of the older styles of karate come from Okinawa. And I suppose the style I do is quite performative. We do a lot of competitions. We do the kion, we call it kion, which is like line drills. We do kata as well, and the kata is meant to be it's a form basically of martial arts movement hidden within the kata, your self-defense techniques, but it's kind of moved on so far from its original meaning, like it's kind of unrecognizable compared to how it used to be.
Right.
And it's taken on more of an aesthetic look rather than a practical.
Have you built around the modern like progression as you've gone along, or have you always done it that way?
I've always done it that way, and I've been quite real with people about like the karate that I do. I don't teach karate for self-defense.
Yeah.
Like the main reason I teach karate is more like a holistic approach. So it's like fitness, coordination, endurance, core building, confidence building, social.
Sorry, boys. I think that's a good topic to touch on as well. Like for anyone who does do martial arts and they're like seeing people who've said, "Oh, I'm a black belt in karate," and to someone who does like full contact, they sort of understand what that means.
Yeah.
But you actually do both, so I just think
Yes.
that's I've never really known that. You either get your ones that do the karate, and then they've got this obviously amazing like what it is, and but maybe you like your Thai boxing or your boxing, it really protect you a little bit more, wouldn't it? So
why do you think? Oh, sorry,
go on, mate. I would say just for what it is, but then to be able to understand the martial art and for what it is and explain it in detail and have the passion for it like that, but then also be able to say, look, this is how it is, and then also have the competitive aspect to like with your kickboxing and stuff. I feel like it's a great touch. That.
Why do you think it's so popular with the kids side of your training? Because like when you watch sometimes kids training, like boxing is sort of the same. It can be chaotic with kids. How do you like from what I've seen? It looks just so controlled. Like they all look locked in, learning.
Yeah.
Like how does that transfer with? Is it mainly karate, kickboxing, or is it a mix of everything?
I think you see it more in karate because of just how the sessions are run. It's quite regimented. We call it 3K karate. So we've got Kion, which are like your line drills. So basically, you've got set stances to work through, set forms to work through. Most of it's done to account like counted repetition. Whereas like kickboxing, it's quite freestyle. You know, you partner up, you got pads on, you kind of given a drill and off you go and practice.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the main difference. Like karate is very much controlled. It's counted repetition, etc.
Do you still do it as like a syllabus?
Yeah, we have a syllabus.
Yeah,
and that helps.
That's how they get in the belts, and
yeah,
they've got to turn up a certain amount of times to be graded, and I think that's such a good way to be controlled because you sort of get rid of natural selection that way, don't you? So the ones that aren't quite as focused don't quite get the reward. As they should. Yeah, whether you're the most talented kid when you walk through, because obviously you get some crazy natural ability, and some kids pick it up really quick. And others won't, but then over time, the consistency thing that's going to pay for him is how it should be.
Yeah, 100%.
So the lad that even he can do it, you just ask him and he can do this new technique, but if he's not turning up on a regular, he hasn't earned the chance to be graded higher.
So, because you're both martial arts guys, you make a really good point. Do you not think all combat sports should have a syllabus?
Well, that's what Neil Wayne used to do, a boxing syllabus.
Yeah.
And he used to get stripes on the tops, and they were exactly the same before you could even enter. The idea was before you could get into any adult class or any version or be able to join drills from that, you had to go through a full syllabus until you were like your grade.
Because that gives an element of control. Because the problem is, and there's hundreds of
Everyone
boxers
starts from the same place.
Yeah. I think sometimes, like boxing especially, you can jump into a boxing class or to a boxing session. Half of the people in there are controlled and they're doing it to get better. Some are also in there for an ego.
Yeah.
And would that cut that out?
Yeah, it does depend what gym you're in. So I've had this conversation this morning, funny enough, about like how old school amateur gyms used to be, because all the instructors and coaches did it for free. They were just like charitable work basically. So when you went down, then they were giving all their free time to you. So what they do is like they watch me on punch bag for and then they were like, right, these look good, but we'll find out when they spar. And they put you in with best lad. If you come back next day, they'll put time in. And that's just how it is. It's a lot different now, and I still think it is very similar in amateurs, because if you're going in amateurs, you're looking for the future. If you're not quite cut out, it's a hurt sport. Whereas for me, I adjust it round. So there'll be no egos in the gym. There'll be zero, like no tolerance for it. If you want to do that, mate, go somewhere else. So it does depend on what gym you're in, 100%. And then there's other people who just want to come and get fit and have fun and enjoy it. And we've got sparring classes that are 30%, and then we've got an open spar. But if you come in and you've not sparred before, I'll make a note. I'll tell everybody it's his first spar, or he's very new. Can you just look after him, lads?
It's really
yeah, and that's it. And it keeps everyone coming. Everyone, you don't have to be trying to be a world champion to box, and everyone should be able to enjoy it. And this goes to any sport that you want to be in. There shouldn't be shown, he thinks he's a boxer. Well, there's like we all started somewhere, and we all just want his own level of it. Like people just like to say that they do boxing classes, and so they should.
I think a greatest example was obviously last week we had a new guy come in, and we spotted it straight away, didn't you? Like he's new, like, and they were going quite open.
That would have like he come into a sparring class, and the instructor would just basically saying, "No, we'll jump in and we'll do it light," but I just pulled him to the side because I just knew it would just a bit out of his depth. The lad had not done any, if any, experience. It's very intimidating to walk into a boxing gym. Let any gym is intimidating to walk into. Walking into a boxing gym,
Yeah.
Thai boxing gym, kickboxing gym is tenfold. Yeah, so the people in there are literally fighting. So
Yeah.
and then to watch it, and then although it's supposed to be easy, these two knew each other and they were going at it quite a bit.
Yeah.
To stand at the side, you don't know how to block. You don't know what you're doing.
That's,
You're literally lost. And
Yeah.
how could you know?
That's-
So I just pulled that to the side, pulled him into one of my sessions, and I absolutely loved it. It's coming tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think about all the people who've probably been in that situation who are not doing martial arts or some form of combat sport because they've had that experience and they've been put off from day one. So I think it is important to have some, whether it's a syllabus or a program of development where you start off here and then it develops. to here, and there's a journey to it.
We kind of do that on a weird way I do it. I don't know if anyone actually does this, and I've only just realised myself that I actually do this. So the people who don't want to spar, I'll have him in the class, obviously get them involved, and they usually do some like little drills, see how they're reacting. Like I put one on yesterday because a couple of lads were like, "We're all right if you're doing 1-2 block and come back with some shots," but it will when a second and third one come that one sort of in the choreography. I'm making them flinch. So I did a drill where it were like tip tap against the glove and they had to keep an eye on it. And everyone reacted dead good to it. And I think it's just, so I'll go from that sort of drill and then I'll say, "Why don't you try body sparring?" "Yeah, I'll give it a go." And then they have a bit of body sparring. They realise that lads aren't there to kill them.
Yeah.
And then they'll come to me. Like I've never told anyone, it's time to head spar. They'll come to me, but it's the natural progression that they all got. I think I'll be all right because they know what lads. And then before they know it, they're all friends. We have a team.
That's it.
And then before they know it, they're sparring, and then they're in the ring. It's easy.
Yeah.
So, but that's how I do it. I don't mean to have this syllabus or out, but it's sort of just like an unwritten rule for me.
Yeah, I think whether it's written down or whether you've got something that you do without thinking about
Yeah, like you said, almost like a program.
rather than just throwing them straight in.
What are you going to say, Cal?
So obviously, Sengoku is very popular now. So why do you have a reason, or do you think you have a reason why it got so popular? Like, do you think why the trajectory's gone so far up? Like, what did you do right? Do you think?
It's a good question. I think I like to think we've got a good reputation. I like to think we're sort of family based as well, which goes a long way. We've got people who sort of talk about us and bring in family and friends. We do a lot of marketing online as well, which also helps because I think there's a lot of good coaches out there who probably don't market themselves enough.
Yeah.
And they're missing out. Well, they're doing a disservice to the public, I think, because they've got so much to offer, but they're not singing and shouting about themselves. So I think that's probably what we do well is we're quite happy to put ourselves out there on social media. You always get the odd person who likes to slag you off and tell you you're doing it wrong or something like that, which is quite amusing. But a lot of people get put off by that. We're not put off by it.
I've always sung your praises with that. I think yours is best professionally run martial arts gym out of anywhere I know. Like you said, we kind of like dinosaurs rest. We sort of like word of mouth telling all the mates come and they do it and go. But your client base and membership's crazy, like numbers wise scaled compared to like even my own gym. So just pat on back for that, man. Because and you're looking to expand again, aren't you?
Yeah, we're opening up a place in Leeds right now.
So you've like almost create your own blueprint for success.
Yeah.
Which again, and it's all come through doing the correct things, the correct steps that everyone knows they should do but don't do, and that's the side.
Yeah.
That's the separating factor is all the things you're ticking all the boxes, whether it be the marketing, how you get yourself pushing out on social media, whether it be through ads, videos. You always seem to be getting all the boxes within that as well, whether it be testimonials and videos, and also hats on back. You do you always do like little group things, or there'll be a Christmas thing on, and there's loads. You're always doing all these different things, little functions where you bring this person down and do all this, and it's just how you do it all and to keep it rolling all the time. Like I'll get some ideas and I'll do them for a bit and then I'll stop, but yours has been the most continuous form of progression I've seen. So that's why I wanted to get you on today. Because I wanted to, as Callum said, what's made it a success, and I've heard what you've said to me. You've told me, and to just watch it carry on expanding. So that's why I wanted to come on.
The outside in, it's like you've kept it relatively simple, without putting words, because your pattern, your message has always been the same. You're not trying to jump on everything and take over it.
Yeah.
it's people coming to you who want to improve. And I think, like, obviously what I said earlier about you looking like a friendly person, I think that matters as well, because you create a nice environment for people. Much like the fact that the gym is what it is, like what we do is trying to make people feel better when they leave.
Yeah.
No one wants to leave with, feeling worse than they did when they came.
No.
And I think you do that exceptionally well.
Yeah, I think we've got a good team as well. Like so it's not just me. We've got like operational staff who, like, you see all the stuff on social media. I don't get as involved with that. It's one of the team that do that, and then we've got the coaching staff as well. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, well, I mean, it's not it's not just one person. It's I certainly won't be able to do it on my own. It's a
Like
team.
you said though, it's family oriented anyway, but you build your own family between it. You all trust each other.
Yeah.
And I think everyone wanting to see it do well is what makes that collective effort again to keep growing, and then you all enjoy sort of the journey as well, do you, together?
Yeah, absolutely. The highs and the lows.
Yeah, like Patrick, and he's a sensei now, isn't he?
Patrick's one of our coaches. He's going to be heading up the Leeds Academy when that opens as well. Yeah.
So
it's good progression for him as well, who started when he was 12 years old.
Yeah, we're gonna say it had no previous
no
experience to this.
So he wasn't even going to train him. He came because his brother originally came to our karate class, and it was one of them conversations we had with him.
Shout out to Patrick.
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
He better do it now, then.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do it. He was just going to sit and watch. I think he thought he were a bit stupid at first, and then he joined in, and like has been sort of driven and hooked ever since. And
how many titles has he got now?
He's got 3 titles now. He's got 2 British, 1 English.
These are all kickboxing now.
These are all kickboxing titles, yeah. He's turned pro recently. He's 19.
Wow.
Yeah, started with us when he was 12, I think.
He fights like every other week, it seems, doesn't he?
Oh, there's all this. Can I do this fight? Can I do this? I'm having to check diary. And
some people just gotta love it.
Yeah.
They just love it, mate.
Yeah.
Like
out there.
Yeah, I fought a lot last year.
Yeah.
And I think he fought in between all of mine as well. I was like, how was he doing this?
He had about 6 or 7 last year.
I had 5 last year. So yeah, but it must have been time. So I dropped where in the amateurs they have like an off season. So what I did is I had my first couple, and then I put in for the pro license.
Yeah.
And then I didn't jump in any box cups where I could have had like 3 or 4 fights in that. And I put in for it just at a chance to try and get through. Anyway, I got knocked back on that one, and then it was straight into summer, so I just missed like loads of months. So the actual time when I was fighting, I had like 5 fights within 5 months.
Yeah.
And then over 5, and then you got Christmas and stuff. But
yeah.
So we're active, but then there's not enough period for kickboxing, is there?
No, it's all around, and that was news to me, finding out that you kind of had seasons in pure boxing.
So it usually goes first fights end of March, end of Jan, start of Feb. That's your beginning of the season. You'll have a couple of opening ones, then up to May. Then in May, I think it's all like your box cup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you have it off till like September.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's loads of year out. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 months out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as it comes back, that's why they fight so often.
Right.
But I think there is some you can get in, but
feels as it back to front life. I mean, because all training and stuff's done like midwinter.
Exactly.
When it's like the worst time to train.
Yeah, I thought
training sort of like February, peaking in summer, and be a summer fighter.
Yeah, I fought twice in Feb, twice in September, and then once in December, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, or I know they're within 10 days of each other, one within a week of each other. It might have crossed months or whatever, but yeah, it's weird. That's why I dropped on the worst time in the world, and I had to sit and wait again, thinking I'm just losing time.
Yeah.
So I needed to make sure I got the 5 fights of the year, which hopefully I should have got the nod to.
Yeah.
Be professional now. So I'm not told that's to anyone. I'm just waiting. I'm not gonna clarify that just yet. But I had a very important interview on Sunday. In Manchester, so I'll tell you about that after.
Can I have a confirmed nod?
Yeah, not right now. But yeah, so moving on from that, mate. So when's your fight? Yeah, when's your fight?
Yeah, fight's 7th February. So what's that?
Is that K1?
2 weeks.
K1, yeah.
K1.
Yeah, week and a half.
Is that your favourite? Is that your favourite fight form?
I think now it is. Yeah, karate's always been my bread and butter, but I think Like I get more from kickboxing.
You had quite a few of MMA fights, so didn't you?
Yeah, I had a few, not that many, not as many as people think. I got into coaching relatively early,
Yeah.
and I probably fought, and then like I'd always have like a few years off before I fought again. Like
Yeah.
that's like the story of my
Mate,
competitive career. Yeah, and to mirror each other.
sort of. I'm chasing clock here.
Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
one last chase for a dream, but I was exactly the same. I wouldn't even train unless I had a matchup,
Yeah,
which were weird. But like the same as you, so I've coached a million more fights than I have
yeah.
fought.
And,
Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's it.
Like, not even comparable. It's like I've from 17. I had my first fight when I was 17. I've been cornering since then. Right, so however many years, like 15 years. And I've been cornering people every other month
Yeah.
and for all that time. And I've had like 20, 22 fights in that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That I must have cornered like just next month alone.
I mean, a lot of them have come quite sort of late on as well, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. I had fight late on, yeah. So that's why I had lockdown. So I think I'd had a couple of years off before lockdown, and then I come back. I had a fight boxing with 4-ounce gloves on, which were hybrid. I was first there at that one. Yeah, I was the first ever hybrid champion at UK ever, because it stemmed from one championship.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So they do the
now as well.
Yeah, so they do the 4-ounce with a kickboxing and Thai boxing in 4-ounce, and then Scott McHugh did the boxing first ones. They called it hybrid, and it's actually on BoxRec now. Your hybrids.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think my fight is now, but it's actually classed as like sanctioned pro fights.
I don't know.
But I wouldn't want to be pro in that. Like, I'd rather be pro, but under English boxing.
It's not a lot of. You're not going to have a long career in that.
I don't think so.
No.
Absolutely not, mate. But yeah, moving again. So all recovered so far. We've just covered your fight. So it's kickboxing. You've got your last session with me this week on Friday.
Yeah, that's it.
I nearly throwing up last week, so yeah, bit of a fanny. No, only kidding. But yeah, so good luck with that. Anyway, mate, what's your plan? What's your plans after this? So whether this be in the gym, obviously you're expanding through to Leeds, fight career, last dance, or seeing where we're going.
Yeah, I mean, I said after my last one that we're probably going to be my last one, and
Everyone's the last one.
yeah, everyone's last one. But like fighting's such a commitment, isn't it?
You know what the thing about fight sports is? Retirement is just like such a waste of fucking time.
Yeah.
Everyone retires and keeps on retiring.
Yeah.
I just feel like one thing is the feeling like it after the victory.
That's it. Yeah, you chase that feeling.
100%. You chase that after it. We're all worth it, 100%. But I feel like you also forget. Then you're very much like me. I found a good balance now where I can sort of stay like it through. Yeah, I mean you always train all year, but it's different having a mental thing over your back. You know, like in back of your mind all the time. Like the first. The music's loud, isn't it? Right. So like first thing in the morning when you wake up, you're thinking about the fight.
Yeah, that's it.
Through the day, thinking about the fight. Or last thing on the night, wake up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, thinking about your fight.
Check your out while you.
Yeah, and it's a mental battle constantly, and you're going for other fights in your head, and you're almost like, especially when you're cutting as well, you can't really be normal and sociable, and people can't understand or be in that headspace.
Yeah.
So I think it's that.
It's not a comfortable lifestyle.
No, and do you know what it is as well? If you're doing it properly.
Yeah.
And I know if you're in it, mate, you're 150% in, and it's all or nothing, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's either 0 or it's 100.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I think by the end, then you're like, need some time.
Yeah, it's weird because like I'm kind of at that stage now where I'm just ready to fight, but then you look at someone like Patrick who competes throughout the year, and like even you last year, you do find then a balance.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of at a stage now where I'm kind of like, I'm almost too relaxed. I'm kind of thinking I'm a bit too much relaxed. Yeah,
it's just experience. So
yeah,
I think it comes
it's one fight.
Yeah,
you put all your focus into that one fight.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm like just standby all year last year as well. So I come back and fought. I actually fought one at national champions when we first won 6'4" southpaw. Lost a split decision on that, and then that was the first fight I'd lost in like over 10 years or whatever. And I took a fight on a day's notice like a week later. Like same as you, I didn't have that thingy where I like, God, fight.
Yeah.
And then not have nothing planned in. I was still on standby and like took a fight after, and I was like that all year.
Yeah.
Just waiting. I even dieted. It'll have been December 2023. I started training then, and I will get no, it won't have been 2024 because that's when I broke my leg and I come back.
Yeah.
So I broke my leg January 2024. Sorry. As soon as I'd done the rehab, I was back boxing by end of that year, and then I was fighting on weight all the way up to like last week before Christmas, just in case a fight came off.
Yeah. It's got
Brutal, just and yeah. I had 3 people turn it down, and I took it on a day's notice, 2 days notice. It happened 3 times. Where they were like, right, I'm off. Yeah, we're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's falling through.
Yeah.
It happened 3 times in a row, and I was sat on weight, and that were like, one happened on a Wednesday. They asked for me to fight on the Thursday. Then it happened for the weekend, and then it happened weekend after, and they were all different weights.
Yeah.
So one were like 67 kilo, and I thought I'll make it work, and I was like 70. Then one went 69, and I just cut to the other one, and I was literally like that.
Yeah.
All 3, and then I went into Christmas and I had no more fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bit crazy, that, isn't it? But
It's crazy, and it's gutting. And I think that's the downside in it when you put that much work into it and the fights fall through.
yeah, but I know. So like last year, then I got none fall through, but I know one of the lads, mate Andy Booth, fights out of Golden Team as well. He had 3 fights up, so he had 1 more unlicensed fight, or it might have been 2 unlicensed fights. Both pulled out on the day, right? So he couldn't fight, so he says, right, I'm off to amateurs. I'm not doing this anymore. Went to amateurs, pulled out on his fight day. Right, so he had 3 all year training, and then 3 fights just with no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All pulled
Isn't that
out.
always hanging over your head as well? Because you're not in control of that, really. You've got to be ready for the day regardless.
And
of how much work
closer to your goal, even especially for me. I'm like, I was thinking of that like sand timer. You know, I get bits of sand coming through all.
Yeah.
Is that if I'm not fighting, I'm not getting closer to. I need to get to be professional level right now.
Yeah.
I'm already in a short time period where I'm at my athletic peak, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on like interviews and stuff again. I'll
I'll
talk, 100%. Well, it is, but so there's different pros and different cons to. I just read that as I said it. There's pros and cons up there. I think there's pros and cons to it all. So when you're younger, you've got the less experience, but you've also got the more explosiveness as you get older. There's more time put into like your lung capacity and stuff like that. So much more different benefits and muscle densities and muscle maturity, and there's everything combined. So, but right now, like to be a professional level and do actually well, I think between your 30 and 35 is like you're supposed to be a physical peak, innit? But I said it used to be 28, but
yeah, and
I think I pushed it back.
We have done the research.
Yeah, it's just when it gets 36, I'm in my prime.
That's it. But like you're fighting people who could be, like just turned 18 potentially, couldn't you?
Yeah, I fought 20-year-old, 21-year-old. I fought on a day's notice at a university, like academy, amateur boxing show. So everyone there was at uni.
Yeah.
Like 19, 20, 21, and I was 31.
Yeah.
So I was like old man in there. That's what the guy said after. I knew it was something different. It's like dad's strength. And I was like, oh, God, for rattles. Yeah. So they're like 21. There's no walkouts as well. I was in like a big university thing. So they were all there for this guy. And there's not even a walkout. And as soon as I walked out, it all booed me.
I think that's the thing that would drive me on more. Like, no, I can't let 20-year-old.
I ruined everyone's night.
Yeah.
Literally ruined all the night. They were like booing. That was that fight when a lad shit his send rate before, and I was just about to walk out in the ring. He had 3-round fight, shit coming out of the bottom of his shorts.
How'd you live that?
Yeah, and then apparently he won the fight but got a bad decision, so he lost. And I can remember stunning back, and he walked in. This guy must have when he just turned up, and he walked in with back full of clothes with shit in, and they went, "How'd you get on, mate?" And you went, "Not right good," and just walked out. It was by your shit clothes, man. But yeah.
Did you see the shit in the ring when you were there? Like?
Yeah, they were mopping it up, I swear to God. So my coach at the time, Paul, he said he thought it the coffee on the stool. And I went,
So you need to throw back.
yeah,
And
I thought coffee on the stool. So, Paul, right.
Which corner were in your corner as well?
And I said, I said,
Can we not get a different stool?
yeah, I said, Paul, I went, why would there be coffee on? Paul went, right, why would there be shit on the stool? I went, yeah, Fez. Oh, yeah. And then I'm mopping it up, I was slipping. And then in between my first and second round, I'm mopping up. Swear of my life. And then so the fight before, I'd had no warm up for my fight. I wasn't part of Golden Team, but I wasn't training really there. They were sort of doing me a favour at this time before I got more involved with it. And they had someone send me up got pads, and there'd been no knockouts all the way through. I started getting warmed up, and then I started talking to the person who were like taking me pads, put my head out the door, and they're the lad got knocked out, and they were like, right, you're next. And I thought it was supposed to be another fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And no one told me someone had pulled out, so I was straight on cold. So I felt it when I were in there, like that. Obviously, my lungs were warm. So the fight after I made it, I was like, I'm making sure my warm was perfect.
Yeah.
And it's like four fights out, we're like, right, so dynamics. So we're like, pulse raiser, dynamics, into my shadow, then into my pads, and then the next fight, then that's when I'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's a door, like an old style pub, but it had like paddles, sort of swing both way doors. And like, do you know when you're at a restaurant and you're starving, and you keep looking at the door because you think food's going to be yours? You were like that, but
Yeah,
fight,
yeah,
waiting for the
yeah.
fight, yeah. So this guy with an IV keeps coming in, and as he popped in, I'm waiting for it to swing open. He walks in, he put his head round and just went, 2 minutes, mate, and then walked back out. And I just had this big thing of adrenaline, like, right, let's go.
First thing in it,
What is
that,
that? Great, mate, let's go. I went,
Yeah.
no, the big deep breath before you fight. You both know this. You go, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Time. Anyway, just as I got to the door, he popped his head and went, a lad shit his Senate ring, we're having a 20-minute interval. I'm like, what? Yeah, and then so I sat down. We sat down for 10 minutes, so we'll stand up and start getting loose again. As I stood up, put his head through the door, you're on. No warmth again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat him though, unanimous.
Great
decision.
story though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, told it well.
yeah.
Told it a few
I
times.
wonder how he tells it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're trying to clench my ass.
What I did with his clothes, that's what I wanted. Do you think I was chucked him much?
We're just factually
It
what
just reminded me of a bag of clothes, we'll have in between as we walk. It's a couple bag.
exactly like that. That's what I like. You had this white bag and all with brown stain on bottom. And
Fancy he had to put it in a white bag.
how'd you get on? He just went, they're not very good, and just walked out. And I was like, this week bag is shit. He's out.
Thing is, even if he won, is it a win?
Yeah, no.
Because you shit yourself.
Imagine going back to unit next day, and you're that guy.
Yeah.
You just have to quit you. No. Because everyone was saying after they stop a fighting amateurs for a bloody nose, but no one's ever mentioned if there's shit dribbling at you. Yeah, literally poo dribbling at the bottom of your shorts, and they don't call it.
See if it was tie shots.
Crazy.
If it's tie shots, could just move them.
Body else tighten it before. That's it. So what we'll do, mate, sort of wrapping it up, sort of thing. So what's your plans for the future? To do with expanding. Obviously, you got the Leeds. Let's just do that first. But
Yeah.
is there any future plans? That, like we said, it's sort of bit off cuff with your martial arts career, so we'll just let you come in and decide when you want to do that. But what's the big grand scheme of things for your plan for your gyms?
Yeah. So just expansion, really, more of the same of what we're doing. The Leeds Academy is our first attempt at expansion, so we'll make a lot of mistakes with it. We'll learn from it, and then we'll look to basically repeat and do the same in other areas as well. Thing is that we're not after a global brand,
Oh, yeah.
Like to get to that level, it takes monumental effort, doesn't it? And what I want is just a community of.
I mean, it
academies.
could scale. It could scale quite big though, couldn't it?
Yeah, quite possibly, but it's have you got the drive and the will? Because with that you've got the effort that's got to go with it as well. I enjoy my comforts, and as long as I'm well off, as well as I'm looked after, and my family's looked after. The ultimate goal for me is to be able to provide opportunities for other people as well. So, like I say, we've got Patrick now who's coaching, and we've got other trainee instructors.
One day I'd be able to sit back in it and just
That'd be nice.
watch you work off old, and keep.
But I don't think I'd ever stop getting involved. It's what I enjoy doing. A lot of people get to that level and then take the foot off the gas and stand back and watch it. I still want to be involved.
Yeah, I think that's when things goes wrong though, isn't it? I mean, I've been there, I've done all this myself. Like, I've been forefront of business, got it like literally global through online, and got it Australia, Sweden, America, Mexico, you name it. My yeah, but 2 minutes, mate. Obviously don't know podcast going well. I did that now. So what we'll do, mate, is we'll wrap it up. If you want to tell everyone, either your social medias or your locations of your business, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if anyone is interested in taking up martial arts, Sengoku Martial Arts, find us on Station Lane in Featherstone, and also on Dolly Lane in Leeds, and we'll be launching that mid-February. That's when that one will open. But like I say, find us at sengoku.co.uk and book a free taste session. Come down, see if it's for you.
Perfect, thank you. I think we'll wrap it up at that. Thanks for coming on,
Cheers,
Ty. We
mate.
appreciate it, mate. Thanks, everyone. Remember, like and subscribe, and make sure you give Ty a follow. Thank you.